What is up, everybody? It's your boy Ascalon. This is the first video on my new channel. I'm so excited about that. It's not a video game playthrough video though. Those videos are coming really soon. The reason why I haven't filmed a video game playthrough video yet is because I am in Disney World right now with my wife on a spring break trip. So I'm sitting in our hotel room at Art of Animation, and I'm making this video for you guys, just kind of talk a little bit about our trip. So first of all, I want to share my Mountain Man t-shirt that I have that my wife bought me for the trip. I had a few people compliment me on my shirt, and so that was pretty cool that my wife got me this Mountain Man t-shirt. Also got this Star Wars mug as my cup for the week. Spent the extra $10 on it, I think, but it's really cool. I've been wanting this, according to my wife, for like a couple of years. But yeah, we're just having a good time down here. We drove down to Tallahassee from home Friday evening. I was tired. I had just taught the entire day, and then having to drive to Tallahassee. My wife drove the whole way, thankfully. I was about half asleep the entire trip in the car, just sitting there like... But anyways, so we made it to Tallahassee. We stayed at the Holiday Inn Express in Tallahassee. And I just want to give a shout out to Erica, who worked there. She upgraded us from a double bedroom to a single room suite. And that was really cool, really nice for us, as we were only staying just a night. Like, we arrived at like midnight, I think. And then we headed out the next morning. And so yesterday we drove the rest of the way to Orlando to the Disney World Resort, where we're staying in Art of Animation. And I have to say that Art of Animation is actually pretty cool. We've stayed at Pop Century before, which kind of looks a lot like Art of Animation, just different decorations. We're in one of the Little Mermaid rooms, and so it's really cool. Like, you feel like you're kind of on a ship. The way they painted it, it looks like there's water underneath. There's Ariel in here. The bathroom is really cool. The shower looks like you're taking a shower under the sea. So that's really nice. A lot better than Pop Century's decoration. Although Pop Century does have some cool decor there. As you take a trip through the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, depending on what part of the resort that you're staying in, and they have cool different things and facts about those different decades. We've also stayed at the cabins at Fort Wilderness. Those were really cool. It felt like, we kind of had our small home away from home, with, stove, microwave, different things like that that we've typically have not had staying in any other resort. We've also stayed in one of the All-Stars. I think it was Music. My wife will have to correct me if I'm wrong later. I may add a little text in the video to correct that if I was wrong. This time we're staying at the Art of Animation, and then we're going to go to Coronado Springs later in the week. And so I'm excited about that. We'll be here until next Saturday. We arrived yesterday, checked in, went straight to Epcot, spent some time there in the World Showcase, which is like one of my favorite sections in any Disney park. We met up with some of my wife's teacher friends. She's a part of a teachers group that I think is associated with the Capture the Magic podcast, Club 32, all of that stuff, which I'll probably put some links down in the description below. So if you're interested in checking out podcasts about Disney, Capture the Magic is one of the really cool ones. We actually got to meet Jamie yesterday, who is the wife of the couple that does the Capture the Magic podcast, and they do some others too. My wife knows more about that. She's really into their podcast. But anyway, we met up with Jamie from that, and then some of my wife's teacher friends from that group, and they came from different places like Memphis, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, and so we ended up eating dinner with them at an Italian restaurant at the Boardwalk. I forget what it's called. Again, I'll probably put some sort of text in the video to let you know what it was called, but it had some really good food. I had lasagna, and that was really good. Everything was homemade, made from scratch. I've never had homemade lasagna before. I've only had like the Stouffer's kind, so it was really cool getting to eat that. It was really awesome. At Epcot though, before we went to dinner, we rode Test Track, so we got that out of the way. We'll be returning to Epcot another day this week, but that was cool to get that out of the way because sometimes Test Track breaks down, and it's one of my favorite rides at Epcot. We didn't really ride anything else. The next time that we go, we're gonna hit up the other rides that we did not get to do yesterday, but it was just mostly just arriving, kind of just hanging out, meeting up with Dixie's friends, and just having some fun with them. So today we got up super early to go to Magic Kingdom. They were supposed to open at 9 today, and they ended up opening at 8, so that was really cool. So I dropped Dixie off at the bus stop at 6, and then I went to go get some McDonald's breakfast. And by the time I got back, a bus came like a few minutes later, so that was really cool. So we were one of the first people in this morning, Magic Kingdom. We rope dropped Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We always try to get that one done first because that one can fill up pretty quickly because that's one of the newer rides at Disney. And I like it okay. I think Big Thunder Mountain is a similar ride, but it's faster. But the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is kind of cool because you get to kind of go through the mine and see the dwarves and different things, and it kind of rocks back and forth like this. So that's pretty cool. And then we went straight to Peter Pan's Flight, which is a classic. I always like that one. Every time I ride that ride, I discover something new. Like there's a cool little moment when you're in your boat and you see the moon and you see the shadows of like Peter Pan and all of his friends flying by. So that was really cool. And then what do we do after that? I think we went on over to Jungle Cruise because that one can fill up pretty quickly as well once everybody starts arriving, and the queue is mostly like outside in the blazing heat. And so we wanted to get that one done, and so we were one of the first people actually on one of the boats because they had just opened. It opened a little bit later because as soon as we got to the park off the buses, we were able to go straight in. So we were even in before 8 o'clock. So that was really cool. So yeah, we got Jungle Cruise out of the way. Then we rode Pirates of the Caribbean, which is one of my favorite rides. I never got to ride that as a kid. I always thought it was a show. And so when Dixie and I first went, after we were married, I finally rode that ride, and it was just really cool. Boat ride through like different scenes, and they added some stuff from the movies like Jack Sparrow in it. Apparently, I didn't see it before it had Jack Sparrow in it, but really cool ride. Some other stuff we got done today, because we're gonna go back to Magic Kingdom another day as well. What did we get done today? Let's see. Sorry, I'm struggling to think here. Haunted Mansion, another one of my favorites. I love that one ever since I was a kid. So we got to ride that one today. We saw at Epcot yesterday. I forgot about this. We saw the American Adventure for the first time when we were in the World Showcase in the America section, and that was a pretty good show. I was tired though, so I was like falling asleep. There was a few little boring moments, but it was just cool watching, you know, America throughout the years. And I mean, it's stuff that you know about our history, but getting to see it play out on the screen with a mixture of like animatronics and different things, so that was really cool. But back to Magic Kingdom. We didn't ride Space Mountain today. I'm gonna ride that another day when we go back. So we didn't really do anything in Tomorrowland. We didn't get to ride Winnie the Pooh today, so we're gonna check that out when we return as well. I got to see Country Bear Jamboree because Dixie was waiting on a parade to pass by, and she wanted to get pictures. She loves to take pictures. And then we also went into the Enchanted Tiki Room and got to see the bird show in there. Trying to think. Is that all? Oh, for a snack, we had cheeseburger and pizza spring rolls. Oh, they are so good, especially the pizza ones. Those are my favorite. Like, I had to go back and buy 2 more. Like, we shared 2, a pizza one and a cheeseburger, and then I went back. I was like, I need more of the pizza spring rolls because they are so good, so phenomenally good. If you ever go to Disney World, make sure you check out that cart over there. It's right before the entrance to Adventureland. Get you some pizza spring rolls, even the cheeseburger ones. I don't like the cheeseburger ones as much. They're still good though, so yeah, you got to get those. I did not get me a Peter Pan float today, so next time we go to Magic Kingdom, I got to make sure I get that. That's another good snack, actually, for a hot day because it's a, you know, essentially a lime sherbet float, but it's really good. That's all I can remember that we did today, I think. Yeah, so first video is out of the way. Look for another video or two as I chronicle our Disney trip. Maybe even try to get Dixie in on a video so we can talk about some things like what are some of our favorite rides, what are some of our favorite things to do. But yeah, I just want to touch base with everybody for the first video. More Disney coming soon. Video game playthroughs coming soon when I get back home. I figured out the first game that I want to play, so I'm excited to share that with you guys. Alright, well, y'all take care. I will see you next time. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow it. It's pretty new. I do have to say shout out to my students and former students that watched all my test run videos on my personal channel and have come over to the actual official new Ascalon channel. I also have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram that I'm getting going that's associated with this channel, so make sure you check out those links. I'll put those in the description below as well. Alright, y'all take care. Peace out. I will see you next time.